Right now, Rock County officials give us an update on last week's tornadoes, how much damage they say the storms caused.
Also, a printing plant on Madison's east side is shutting down after operating for more than 150 years. Why the company decided to make the decision and how many people will be impacted. And later, officials for the Children's Museum of Rock County are asking for help from the county when they hope to open up. And we welcome you to News 3 Now at 6. Morning commuters in Dane County could be in for some slippery conditions tomorrow morning as some winter weather makes its way toward our area. Those of you who live in the northern part of Dane County could see more snow compared to the southern parts. For more, let's check your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi.
Well, Charlotte, you're right. The farther north you go, the better the chances that you'll see higher snow accumulations. The farther south you go, you might see a mix of rain and snow a little bit longer, and that could limit the accumulations there. But we do have a first warn weather alert day in the forecast overnight into early Thursday morning for about 1 to 4 inches of snow. The 4-inch amounts, if there are any, will be mainly north of Dane County. The 1-inch amounts more likely down toward the Illinois state line, maybe a couple of inches in and around Madison, and it'll be a slushy wet snow. Winter weather advisories have been issued north of Dane County from midnight until 6 a.m. Dodge County, that advisory runs until 8 a.m. The snow will linger a little bit longer in the east central portions of the state. This is what we're thinking. About 3 to 4, maybe locally 5 inches of snow north of Dane County. The heavier amounts perhaps up north of the Dells. The farther south you go, there'll be more of a mixture of rain and snow for a longer period of time, and that will limit the snow accumulations, maybe only an inch down toward the Illinois state line. Doppler track shows snow moving into northwestern Wisconsin, but in the warmer air, we're seeing rain across Iowa. As that moves eastward into southern Wisconsin, we'll start out with rain, but then see a mix of rain and snow, eventually changing over to snow after midnight through much of southern Wisconsin. High temperatures today well above normal. 46 Madison, temperatures near 50 in Janesville, and around 50 over parts of southwestern Wisconsin. Current temperatures are still in the 40s. 42 in Madison, 44 degrees in Janesville. Here in Dane County, 44 in Middleton, 41 in Deerfield, and 43 degrees in Mount Horeb. Otherwise, look for mostly cloudy skies this evening. Could see some rain showers develop toward late evening as temperatures drop into the middle 30s. But as those temperatures fall overnight, we'll see that mix change over to snow. Later on, I'll have a look at the timing of the precipitation and then what we can expect after the snow moves out.
Stay up to date on the weather on our First Warn weather app. It has hourly forecast, road conditions, and the latest radar. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC weather. Well, nearly a week after a historic tornado made its way through the Evansville area, officials in Rock County are continuing to find out new information about the scope of the storm.
Our Catherine Merck has more from the Evansville Fire Department after hearing from the response crews about what's next.
Rock County crews walked us through their entire response to Thursday night's tornado, starting with the initial 911 calls. Crews tell us that they got 190 more calls than they do on a typical Thursday night.
We don't prepare for almost a 200% increase in phone calls in a short amount of time.
Emergency management responders tell us that those calls led to 30 residences and farms that were affected in some way by the storm, with some structures destroyed or having major damage. An estimated $2.4 million in damage will need to be addressed in the coming weeks. As officials shared the dozens of responders that were on the grounds helping out after the storm, some of these leaders choked up while speaking to the shared effort from the people who live here, coming together in a time of need.
This was by far one of the leading responses I've ever seen come from a community. I was a little concerned exactly how some of this would pan out, and I was overwhelmed with what the response from everybody within this community was.
At the 911 center, officials said with each call, there was someone from the community stepping up on the other side.
So that's what our people do every day. We had extra people come in to work that weren't called. They just drove to work because that's what they do.
There will be more opportunities to be able to help people who were impacted by Thursday's tornado. Tomorrow evening, there's a community meeting where people who experienced some of the most damage from the storm will be able to get resources, and there are links online to be able to financially help them. We have those on our website right now at channel3000.com. Moving forward in Evansville, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
A man arrested in the shooting death of a 24-year-old in 2021 is taking a plea deal to avoid a murder charge. 35-year-old Justin Burridge pled guilty to one felony charge of attempted armed robbery as a party to a crime and one felony charge of harboring, aiding a felon. Burridge was charged with Shebri Link in the shooting to death of 24-year-old Eric Ranson. The shooting was captured on a security camera. Link is scheduled for a jury trial June 24th. Burge does not yet have a sentencing hearing scheduled.
Well, Madison police say they arrested a man who allegedly tried to steal someone's car keys. It happened yesterday afternoon at the Quick Trip on North 3rd Street just after 2. A man says a stranger approached him after he pulled into the store's parking lot, and the man demanded he hand over his car keys. Police say a struggle for the keys followed before the driver was able to break free and run into the store. The suspect was still in the lot when police arrived, tried to run away, but officers took him into custody. The man has not yet been officially charged. 2 Dane County men are facing charges after they were caught with more than 60 pounds of drugs at the Middleton airport. Corvallis Stewart of Madison and Larry Williamson Jr. of Waunakee were caught after a random tip was sent to law enforcement from an airport in Arizona. Investigators tracked the plane to a rental service in Middleton. Police found several bundles of a fentanyl and meth mixture, plus more than 45 pounds of fentanyl in a duffel bag. Both face a mandatory minimum penalty of 10 years in prison with a maximum penalty of life in prison. A Northside business will close its doors after more than 150 years in the community. Sheridan, Wisconsin, formerly known as Web Crafters, made the announcement through a letter to the mayor and also to the Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development. Our Kyle Bazorski live outside the business with what we know. Kyle?
The company says the loss and eventual closure is coming at a time of significant downturn of business at this location. A promotional video on the company's website from a year ago shows their work in pre-press as well as offset and digital print production. In shutting down the facility, the company told the state it is laying off a total of 116 people. Of those, 12 are salary positions, 104 are hourly. The company says employees will be paid all earned wages and benefits at the time of their termination. They expect to begin eliminating positions on April 13th and will continue in phases until complete closure on June 28th. And as you may recall, it was in 2017 when then Web Crafters was sold to Minnesota-based CJK Group. Web Crafters had its origins in Madison dating back to 1868, rebranding to Sheridan, Wisconsin after the sale. Moving forward on Madison's north side, Kyle Bazorski, News 3 Now.
And looking ahead, First Lady Dr. Jill Biden is planning to visit Wisconsin this week. Now, according to the White House, Biden will be heading to Green Bay on Friday. Her plane is expected to arrive at Austin Straubel Airport around 2:30. Once there, Dr. Biden will visit the Rail Yard Innovation District in Green Bay. She will also be a part of a roundtable talking about expanding career-connected learning.
Well, the home buying season already upon us, and experts say if you're in the market, don't wait around too long for better prices or for better rates. Mortgage rates are down from their highs last year, hovering about 6.6% since December now, resulting in less uncertainty and improving affordability for home buyers. If you're planning to buy this spring, the experts suggest building a home buying team consisting of an agent, a lender, even the title company, because each plays a crucial role in what can be a complicated multi-month process.
This year, more inventory will be showing on the market. That's definitely good for consumers seeing more choices.
Agents also advise people to search for homes knowing what their conservative monthly payment is, making it easier to move other variables like price, location, or condition of a house in order to have the best chances to buy the home.
News 3 Now is still accepting nominations for the Spirit of Service Award through this Friday. We are teaming up with Vortex to give one local veteran doing something good in their community $5,000. You can nominate a veteran for the prize at this story on channel3000.com. Just tell us in 1,000 words or less why the veteran you are nominating should win. We will announce the winner next month on News 3 Now this morning. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 6, a Sauk County community sending love to their seniors on this Valentine's Day.
Plus, Madison police officers get into the spirit of the holiday, what they did to celebrate Valentine's Day.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6, brought to you by Gruber Law Offices.
Trust Gruber Law Offices to get you back in the game. Our team is available 24/7. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
You don't want to just beautify your home. You want Fry Construction to beautify your home. Their reputation for quick and painless, impeccable work is why they've been awarded Best of Madison 4 years in a row. Right now, buy 5 windows, get the 6th window free. All secured by the Fry 15-year workmanship warranty. Get your home improvement project started today to bring your remodeling dreams to reality. Don't just beautify, beautify. Visit fryconstruction.com.
Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Robert Plant and 27-time Grammy winner Alison Krauss reunite live on stage. Can't Let Go Tour 2024 with special guest J.D. McPherson. Breeze Stevens Field, Saturday, June 8th. Get tickets this Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Robert Plant and Alison Krauss. For more info, visit plantkrauss.com.
Thursday at 10, Wisconsin needs more teachers, but the tide may be turning. I'll talk to one high school senior whose passion is paving a path for future educators.
I could talk about it for hours, honestly.
Creating tomorrow's teachers, Thursday at 10. Moving forward. You're watching News 3 Now at 6. Moving forward.
The Sauk County community is sending love to seniors for Valentine's Day in the 608.
Very yoo-hoo good.
Residents at Our House Senior Living in Baraboo were surprised with heart-shaped cookies today. Our House put a call out to the community for folks to adopt a grandparent and buy them cookies from Nito's Bakery. And get this, the bakery ended up getting 473 orders. Nito's delivered the cookies by the box loads this morning. Our Josh Sprider was there for the special moment.
Baraboo is a wonderful community, and they love the seniors. They love to help the seniors. They know what it's like to be lonely. They know, like, not everybody has a wife, a husband, a brother, a son, you know. And it's nice for them to open up and just come visit.
This is the 3rd year for this Valentine's Day event, which continues to grow even more in the community. They got so many cookies, they plan to share the love with other local businesses and organizations in Baraboo today.
Meanwhile, Madison police spent some time spreading love and kindness today as well. Officers with MPD dropped off flowers and chocolates to apartment complexes and senior community centers throughout the city.
They get to know you a little bit more at a one-on-one level. They see your faces more often, so you get to know them personally. And then, yeah, you build those trust that we want to build as a police department, as a community.
Officer Davila says he really enjoys building relationships with his community.
Madison Magazine still accepting nominations for this year's Best of Madison. You can nominate a person, place, or thing from a variety of categories, and that includes food, the arts, entertainment, fitness, and much more. The Best of Madison poll will qualify vote-getters residing throughout Dane County, but also other counties, including Rock, Columbia, Dodge, and more. You can nominate once a day in each category until the end of the month. Find more details on how to cast your vote at channel3000.com. When we come back, where Batman and car enthusiasts can catch a glimpse of the Cape Crusaders' vehicles throughout the years.
Also, the Rock County Children's Museum is facing some financial issues. How you can help them out.
And just how much snow should we expect to get overnight? Gary's complete forecast after a short break.
A concert experience you won't want to miss. It's the Commodores. Performing live Saturday, February 17th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. 70 million albums sold, 7 #1 hits. The Grammy Award-winning Commodores. February 17th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy in the Madison area.
When you're talking to someone and you call someone at Olson Solar, it's not someone in Utah, it's not someone in California, it is someone local right here. By doing that, we control the entire process. So we control the project management, we control the design, we control the installation, the electric, the hookup, permitting, and that really sets us apart.
Stop into our location near you. Learn more at olsonsolarenergy.com or give us a call.
This is me, and this was my stubborn body fat. My name's Adrian, and Sonobello changed my life.
Sonobello is America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
After having 2 kids, my body, it changed a lot. I tried everything to lose the fat, but nothing seemed to work.
Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, back, chin, and more.
I've seen such dramatic results. My tummy is gone, my double chin is gone, and my hourglass shape is back. This was the mommy makeover that I deserved.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-357-3263 or go to sonobello.com.
Welcome to Badgerscape Design and Landscape. We offer a full range of landscaping services, from design to maintenance. Our professional team is dedicated to meeting all your landscaping needs. Call us at 608-295-1446 or visit badgerscapedesignandlandscape.com.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're for Imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at forimprint.com.
For Imprint, for certain.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6. Moving forward.
The future Children's Museum of Rock County has yet to secure enough funding to open its doors.
Our Maddie Heim spoke with the president of the museum to ask about the progress of their capital campaign.
Last February, officials were expecting that capital campaign to be completed by the summer of 2023. Now, a year later, the museum's capital campaign chair is asking the county for help. I spoke with John Westfall, the capital campaign chair and the president of the museum. He said there's a reason fundraising is moving slowly. Donors are divided.
The challenge is there are a phenomenal, great other capital campaigns going on in Rock County for great programs and great organizations.
Westfall asked the county for $500,000 last week, but he told me that that wasn't due to a lack of donors, but was always a part of the plan.
We want to educate every child in Rock County, regardless of their economic status. For that, I think it deserves a chance to request public funding.
He says the museum's mission is to get kids engaged in learning, excited about education, and to stay curious throughout life. He hopes fostering a learning environment in Rock County will keep residents in the area, one day opening businesses and leading the community themselves.
That's really our 3 goals: the kids, downtown rejuvenation, and the restoration of a historic building.
Westfall told me, considering the speed of the capital campaign, he hopes to begin construction by late 2025. You can learn more about the museum's mission at channel3000.com. Moving forward in Rock County, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
An alert day in the forecast for rain and snow tonight. Gary, this sounds like this could be kind of a slushy mix here.
Yeah, temperature's going to be right around freezing, and that could lead to a slushy mix of precipitation. But areas north of Madison will see mainly snow, and that's where the heavier amounts will be. And you can kind of see this trend on Doppler track right now. Mainly snow through Minnesota into western Wisconsin. Rain right along the Minnesota-Iowa state line and areas farther to the south. So as we take a look at 6-hour future track radar, you can see precipitation coming in, starting as rain, but then notice that change over to snow as the temperatures drop and the rain comes in. But areas down near the Illinois state line may stay rain for a while longer, and that will probably limit the snowfall potential there. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. best chances for snow are going to be overnight into very early tomorrow morning. I think by 8 or 9 o'clock, all the snow will be gone. It'll be cold for a couple of days after that, with highs in the upper 20s to around 30 for Friday and Saturday, but mild weather will return for next week. So what snow we get will probably melt pretty quickly as we head into the early and middle parts of next week. In the short term, though, that first warned weather alert day for accumulating snow, we're thinking about 1 to 4 inches, lighter amounts down toward the Illinois state line, heavier amounts north of Dane County. Winter weather advisories are in effect for much of central Wisconsin into southern Minnesota, even some winter storm warnings for far western Minnesota and the parts of South Dakota, where over 6 inches of snow may fall. Additional snowfall for tonight into tomorrow, probably looking at about a 1 to 3 inch snowfall from Madison southward, a little bit more, maybe 3, 4, locally 5 inches north of Dane County. But again, a lot of it's going to depend on temperatures. A difference of a degree or two, one way or the other, could make a difference between a cold rain and perhaps a heavier snowfall. Future track beginning just after 9 o'clock tonight, temperatures upper 30s, so mainly rain at that point. But as we head toward midnight, watch what happens. As the precipitation starts, those temperatures start to drop to around freezing. So that's where we see the snow north and west of Madison. Madison still at 34, Janesville 36. Rain or a mixture of rain and snow there. But as we get towards, say, 3 a.m., now we're looking at mainly snow, except down toward the Illinois state line. So areas that stay snow for a longer period of time will see the heavier snow. That, again, more likely from Madison northward, whereas areas down toward the Illinois state line may just see a little bit of snow, because by the time it gets cold enough for snow, the precipitation's pulling on out. Notice by 6 a.m., the snow probably ending in Madison, moving off to the north and east, and then by 9 o'clock, not only is the snow gone, but a lot of us are seeing sunshine at that point. As we take a look at weather track, there's a fast west to east flow in the jet stream. So this weather system, number one, doesn't have a lot of moisture coming up from the south, from the Gulf of Mexico, so that limits the snowfall. And the fast movement moving right along the jet stream means that that will also limit the snow amounts as well. But right now, the snow is in the colder air behind that cold front. Ahead of the front, that's where we are. Winds are out of the south, and temperatures right now are mainly in the 40s across much of southern Wisconsin, upper 30s in the northern part of the state. But on the other side of that front, notice those temperatures dropping to below freezing, and that's when we'll see the changeover when we get into that colder air. Winter weather advisories from midnight until 6 a.m. tomorrow north of Dane County, Dodge County, and parts of east central Wisconsin. It runs until 8 a.m. The snow will linger a little bit longer there. Snowfall again through early tomorrow morning, about 1 to 3 inches from Madison southward. The least amounts down toward the Illinois state line, where temperatures will be warmer. North of Madison, where it'll be colder, probably looking at 3, 4, maybe locally 5 inches up there. Planning your night across Dane County, look for a low of 32 Stoughton, 33 in Brooklyn, and 32 in Middleton. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 35 for the low in Monroe, 33 Lone Rock, and 31 in Camp Douglas. For tomorrow, any snow ends early, then we're back to sunshine, but it'll be breezy and colder with a high temperature of 35 degrees. First warned 7 to 10 day forecast after the snow, 28 for a high on Friday, so a cold day. We haven't had many of those in the last month or so. Saturday, 30 as well, but then those temperatures go right back up. Upper 30s to the low to mid 40s for the first part of next week. Mid to upper 30s Thursday and Friday, and back to around 40 for next weekend.
Holy smokes, Batman. For the first time ever, all 5 generations of the iconic Batmobile will be on display at Wisconsin State Fair Park. The famous vehicles will be a part of the 61st annual World of Wheels. On display will be the original Batmobile, as well as the iterations from Batman Returns, Justice League, Batman Forever, and The Dark Knight. This year's World of Wheels runs from Friday, February 23rd to the 25th. Admission is $18 for adults and $6 for kids.
With a thin bench, Greg Gard asks a lot out of his Badgers. But last night, he didn't ask his team anything. He demanded it. We'll tell you what the recipe to snapping their losing streak was next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Race to savings for these hot deals at Menards. All prices after mail-in rebate. Get to work with these Ryan Blaney Performance Gloves. Just $4.99. Save $4 on diesel exhaust fluid and get this multi-system fuel additive for free after rebate. These hot deals won't last long. Race in before time runs out. Sign up for Menards emails to get more hot deals. Plus the weekly flyer right to your inbox.
Race to savings now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill, a big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
A logo can do more than identify your company. It can connect in meaningful ways, energize your team, and inspire your customers. We're for Imprint, and we know your logo on the right product can create moments that matter. With 30 years of experience and thousands of products to choose from, we guarantee your order will be right the first time, on time, and for a great price. Be certain that the right moments will matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at forimprint.com. For Imprint, for certain.
Sobur Healthcare is here to help. To help with your shoulder pain,
your knee injury, that hip that bothers you,
with your foot or ankle pain.
We focus on quality.
We focus on results.
And take time to listen.
So that your care is the best care for you.
You.
You. You.
For you. We're here for you.
Sauk Prairie Healthcare Orthopedics. Listening, healing, caring. It's in our nature.
Wisconsin men's basketball snapped their losing streak yesterday because they got back to who they are, playing out of the post and not taking bad shots. That's Greg Gard's recipe for success, limiting turnovers and better shot selection. For the Badgers, who are currently slated as a 4 seed for March Madness, that starts with throwing Stephen Crowell and Tyler Wall the ball. Gard loves their dominance down low and how their passing can spread the floor.
Throw him the ball. I mean, that was demanded. It wasn't a suggestion, it was a mandate. Throw him the ball, throw Tyler the ball. We'll find different ways to get it into him. But he's got to have the ball. I mean, it's just, he's too good for us not to, find every which way possible to touch him in there. And it wasn't suggested any for the last couple days. It was pretty directly communicated.
And tune in this Friday at 6:30 for another edition of the Wisconsin Huddle. Our Zach Hanley is joined by Badger star Tyler Wall in an episode you don't want to miss. At this point of the season, it's safe to say Wisconsin men's hockey is all the way back. With 6 games to go, Wisconsin already has more wins than they have in a decade. The 4th-ranked Badgers are a true national contender, and with that comes a target on their backs. But that's not a problem for Mike Hastings' team. In fact, they embrace it.
You kind of have the role of being the villain, I guess, in that rank for that night, and I think we kind of accept that, and it's fun when everyone's pumped for whatever team we're playing against, and you can score a goal and kind of silence them. I'm sure any other team wants to do that when they're coming in here, so yeah, I think it's fun for us.
And, of course, I got the baseball tie on because the Brewers pitchers and catchers report tomorrow.
Oh, that gets Gary excited this time of the year.
Hands are starting to get shaky. It's not the snow.
Snow coming, Gary.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like baseball weather around here, or at least it won't by morning. Live view from the Edgewater Skycam. Quiet out there now, but you can see snow spreading into western Wisconsin. Rain across Iowa, but as we look at 6-hour future track radar, that rain will quickly change over to snow as we head toward midnight and beyond. And areas down toward the Illinois state line probably seeing less in the way of accumulation because we'll see more of a mix there before it changes over to snow. But right now, temperatures are mild. 42 Madison, 45 Janesville. Even La Crosse is at 44 degrees here in Dane County, 43 in Mount Horeb, 41 in Deerfield, and 42 degrees in Stoughton.
All right, Gary, thanks for joining us for News 3 now at 6.
Have a great night, and we'll see you back here at 10.